Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alan Cook, and I'm here to let you know about more information on MiDion, which is the painting which is the new one of the Mona Lisa. This is the older Mona Lisa, and she has a bent finger, and that's why she's been passed up many years. He was a comic and also a code man to hide his ways of his paintings. He has a lot of paintings out there. I've got quite a few little setups here to try to walk you through. I have x-rays that have gone through other YouTubes and things of that sort. So again, I'm kind of rabble on here and try to explain. But let me tell you about a little bit about the Mona Lisa since I got this. The Mona Lisa has a heart. This is a heart right here. This is not part of what I'm kind of really trying to tell you, but he was a extreme lover, and everything he painted was infinity love. And I will get into some of my YouTubes on that in the future. But let me show you how this painting is in this symbol thousands of times, thousands. So here we go. If I take this painting and I list it up in here, and you can see the overlay. You can see him right here. You see him here? That's where he is right here. And she is right here, which is in here. Well, that is not always just the only truth. If you follow it across, you will see when I go to move this that he and she is everywhere. It's a copy. He's a copy machine. So when I grab this and I go up here and I go in there, I can go back to here and his eyes light up perfectly. And I keep going across, and you'll see his nose keeps going every micro lines up perfectly. And that's how come the Mona Lisa looks at you across the room. He overlays over and over. There she is. Her finger, if you follow it, these are little dots. These little dots are his fingers, her fingers, her pre-bent fingers. If I lift this one here, and I stretch it, he's not just here. He's, if you see this row right here, this row is right here. This row is right here. And it goes endless. You can see all these little rows. All these little rows. He continues. These are all little rows within each little ones in between each one. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, not only does he put my painting in here and turns it many a times, if you move him up and down, just want to let you know, here's his arm, runs down, here's his head. Then when you shift him on down, here's his head again, and here's his leg. Here's his leg. Here's his leg. He shifts them all over. Here's an example. This particular piece, right here, what's it kind of represent? Sideways. Okay? It's the Mona Lisa itself. He's painting her. So when you grab a hold of her, and you overlay her sideways, she fits in the opening that he built. And he shifts her everywhere. And if I kept moving this, you will see that he shifts her. Okay, and if I flipped it, it would be the same. So, for example, this is a blown up image of my woman's bent finger. It's in here on the same symbol. Now I'm going to show you that symbol that's in the Mona Lisa. There it is. Lines up 100% right through. 100%. That's it right there. The pre-bent finger. Okay, and he shifts this everywhere. I can move this almost every single spot. And that's what he does. He's a copy machine. Okay, here's another image coming. If I grab a hold of this, whoops. If I grab a hold, this one right, I gotta see if I can grab it. Yeah, I can grab it. This one. Whoops, I buried it. Sorry. Okay. This one has a face. And here, if you take a look at this symbol here, it resembles a elephant's trunk. But actually it's almost a backwards 5. I will show you that backwards 5. I'm trying not to get you too confused. But if you actually lay this up here again, you will see where these faces line up. They line up right in here. And they follow across the room. These are the lovers. Eye, face. Here's a face right here. Here's the trunk. Here's the trunk. I know it's kind of difficult being on the screen here, but let me show you the other hand that's actually in this one. I don't know if I'd line this one up. Oh, that's it. As you see, this diameter, that's why I brought it, excuse me, this diameter is the same, similar in this. And when you get it under different levels, as you've seen, as it gets into different level sizes such as this one, which is this, under different layers, you can see how this particular changes from this. So under different images of pull, of the paints in which he pulls out of, it will change into many different colors and different images of his. Now, here is it's buried over here. Sorry. Let me grab it. Let me show you. It's right here. Let me show you where this is in the Mona Lisa, and let me show you where the number 5 is. This, it's right here. Here's her arm. It's right here. That's the image. See? Okay. Now the number 5, now that's where my painting's in. It's in there too. It's also in the whole thing. Here's the backwards 5, I call it. It's like a C and a backwards 5. That particular is, now this one is this one. Okay, this is the Mona. This is the Mona. I'm letting you know how he copies this image over and over again, even the same image in his own same painting, that this image is in this image. So what he does is he keeps multiplying smaller images into gigantic images. So the Mona's in the Mona millions of times. My painting's in the Mona millions of times, all hidden under different codes and different angles and different areas. So there's no doubt that I have the true blue lost but now found painting of the more mature Mona Lisa. And so if you like, I'm trying to get it here, what you see here, what you see in this painting is, of course, what you see. And what you see in this painting is what you see. You see a young, mature woman, etc. And then you see a more elder, mature Mona. This painting is 55 solid years of his entire life is in this painting. All these little pixels, even smaller, ends up in those images that I showed you. They're paintings, they're cartoons, there's codes. But what you see here, truly, if you had Superman eyes, you would be seeing her millions of times. And the same in reverse. If you had Superman eyes, you would be seeing my painting in her millions of times. The guy was a true blue genius in art. And that's undisputed. And so is this works of mine, in which I've got over 5 years invested, $500,000 in labor, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep telling you until I die. I've got a book out called Passion of Love. If you want, you can send me a message to what's on my YouTube as MiDionPassion at gmail.com. Put a comment in if you wish. I'll see if I can get back to you. And that's MiDionPassion at gmail.com. I want to say God bless. I'll be giving you more YouTubes. Pass this on to your friends, and I hope you give me a thumbs up. God bless.